Thank you to everyone who has made the journey to Sinai Forge to join us in person this evening. I also want to welcome those who are watching at home around the JMU in Marthia. I've called this proclamation today to make clear the foundational movements going forward. Firstly, the Jameson monarchical union will no longer remain. We have began the shift to a confederation of Jameson states to further be known as the Jameson Confederation. We shall retain the old 16-member parliament and 5-member chief council style of governance. I and this government have grown old. We must make space for new leaders to take charge. With that in mind, a national election is to be held on September 14th to replace or re-elect I and all other current members of government. We do this to pay honor to Dooley family and their strong foundation that set forth the idea of a Jameson nation being the freest in all of Marthia. To tie in with that, the already in place Equal Cow Protection Act is to be revised and renamed. It shall fall into a larger act known as the Living Persons Equal Assurance Act. Under this, all cow and catgirl folk are to be considered equal in rights and actions under Jameson law. This coming after the beautiful meeting being Jonathan Gennard and MGA President Doc, which permitted us to receive the aid we have so desperately needed. I highly encourage that other nations and the Marthian General Assembly follow suit in protecting these rights in writing rather than spoken promises. That we shall pride ourselves in. Next, we shall continue efforts to limit international imports. In recent times we have done well in this mission. However, an important note I would like to add is the recent conflict we had with the Kingdom of Ithaca. In regards to dirt, a simple and easily attainable resource, Ithaca was attempting to charge 1 diamond for 1 double chest of dirt. Mind you that while on diplomatic visit, it was brought to our attention that Ithaca possessed no less than 100 double chests of dirt. We were given large quantities of dirt from Ithaca for free just a few months prior. Thanks to our northern acquaintances of New Castle and Zanezia, we were able to obtain multiple double chests of dirt for completely free. This demonstration from Ithaca was upsetting to say the least. It portrayed their image as in need of funds and or penny pinching every aspect possible. But it would be no surprise to me that if a large nation similar to Ithaca came searching for dirt, it would be handed over with no faulted. Finally, it is funny to mention that Ithaca continued to press us to give in and join the unfreedom-protected kingdom. They are to believe we will give away our freedoms and liberty for their resources. To move on from those ruffled feathers, we should address the ongoing Neutrality Act. As if what many would describe as tradition, the Neutrality Act is to become inactive per executive order. We must secure the Eastern Sea at once. Considering it is the gateway to the east and one of few tamed areas in Marthia, we will go and take it. But this should not draw harsh reactions from our southern neighbors in Bovis or any Marthian nation. This is simply a destiny we have been called to that pairs in hand with an increased need for national defense. A lack of war means war is coming. And in war, we will not falter. Another important note is the James Square Revitalization Project. Please listen closely that this project is cancelled. Our focus is to turn back to Sinai Forge, creating the first major city in Marthia's east. It would be unfit to compete for notice in Marthia's south. A note to add to this, the James Square Kings are to play half of their season in James Square before they will move into their new home in Sinai Forge. Sinai Forge shall become the hub for all that Jamesons are. Finally, I would like to extend a great thanks and blessing to the new MGA President Doc for coming to our great nation. No president of the MGA has made a diplomatic or administrative visit to any Jameson province. Your visit marks our reinvestment into MGA relations. We can only hope your time as president remains forever. However, if it does not, our continued international companionship with Doctor shall continue. Steadfast. I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening in this beautiful Capitol building looking down upon Sinai Forge. Many things will come to the city below, all for the good and betterment of the Jameson people. I only hope that all of you will see and agree. Thank you, and God bless.